Hey guys, it's Rich with your Pagan Perspective Friday slot on Subs Week. This is like the umpteen billionth time I've tried to make this video and it's just not working out, so please bear with me. I'm trying as hard as I can. Roll the clip. Like I said, this is Friday and I am your sub for Subs Week. I also can't speak. I'm running on 20 hours without sleep, so please, please, please bear with me. This week is for traveling altars and what we would take with us. I've watched Annie's and Feather's videos earlier this week, and I told them both that they pack very light compared to what I would pack. I do a lot of divination. I love to do divination, and I'd like to, on my next trip, which my next big trip at least, is going to be a big trip. It's going to be 4 months long. It's going to be a deployment. Happens at the end of July, middle to end of July. So I'll keep you guys posted on my personal channel, and maybe even on here. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I'll be going for 4 months, and that gives me a lot of time. You know, 12-hour days. You get about four hours of off-duty time, and then you can still get your 8 hours, 7-8 hours sleep, whatever, in time to go and get a shower and all that, get ready for work. So on those extra 4 hours, I can either drink or I can learn my spiritual path a little bit more. I'd go with the spiritual path. And since I am such a lover of divination, I'm going to expand my knowledge of divination. And so I have put together a lot of things that have to do with divination, if you can believe that. I know it's hard. But the first ones up here are my pendulums. I have a quartz crystal pendulum, and I have a Tiger pendulum, and they actually both share this little pouch here, which I don't know if they like sharing a pouch together, but they're going to for right now until I buy another one. So those go in that, and they all go into this little box, which I got the idea from Mo. I think it was like a month or so back, maybe 2 months back, where she said, you know, everything that she has to take with her can fit in a box and everything. So there's my box. You can buy these at Target for like 15 bucks or something like that. So that's my box that I'm taking everything in, except for a few, you know, certain items. So that goes into the box, or those go into the box. Next up, I have my rune set, and I'd actually like to either get a new rune set or make a rune set before I deploy, because I'm not as connected with these as I was to past rune sets, and I don't know what it is. Maybe these ones are saying that they need to go to somebody else. I don't know. But if I get a new rune set, I'll let everybody know on my personal channel. I'm rambling, I realize that. Another thing that I haven't done much of, and really would like to practice in the desert, is crystal gazing and scrying with a crystal ball. And watching Annie's videos, she's kind of inspired me to get more in touch with my crystal ball, because she has one named Sophia that sits on her altar at all times and helps her in her magical workings. So she's kind of inspired me. Thank you, Annie. And something that I've read a little bit about, and I really am eager to try, is divination with dominoes. And my theory is, if I have the dominoes and I can't do divination with them very well, then yeah, at least I have a game to play. Whatever. You know, it's a win-win situation. You can't beat that. hold on here, I'm trying to get this all organized. So whenever I have to remake this video another time, hopefully not. But yes, next up, I have 4 decks of Oracle / Tarot cards. One is my Llewellyn Tarot card deck, which I am pretty in tune with. I think I've taken it on every deployment, and if not every deployment, at least I know I took it on my last deployment, and it made me feel so at peace with a couple of the readings. I don't know if you guys can really see that. There's the picture of the Knight of Cups. Almost dropped them. So, I mean, they're really realistic looking and everything. I really love these. And they've given me pretty darn accurate readings every time. So, there's those. This deck here, I don't have a real touch with. I don't have a real connection with them yet. Hopefully, after 4 months, they either become more connected to me, or I can find somebody who really wants them. I just really love the artwork on these. These are spirit cards. A lady here in Wichita, she actually makes these, and this is one that says ego, balance ego with spirit, and I mean, it just looks really impactful with the artwork, and I mean, I just absolutely love these cards, the way the artwork just resonates with me. So I'm going to try to either get these to connect with me, or I have great pieces of artwork, or I give them away to somebody. Whatever. Any situation, turns out a good one. So, but yeah, there are those, and ones that I haven't really even gotten to use that often is my Heart of the Fairy Oracle deck, which again, really kind of realistic, kind of make-believe look of fairies and imps, and I think there's even gnomes in here and everything. So, and sprites. I mean, they're very nicely done Oracle decks. This is by Brian Froud. If you guys aren't familiar, you should. You should be. But yeah, go look up his artwork. He does some great stuff. Some great artwork and everything about fairies and all that. So I'm going to take those along, see if I can either get in touch with those, or again, either I get in touch with them, or they find a home with somebody else, which does not bother me, because if somebody else is meant to have them, they're meant to have them. I'm sorry, I'm messing around with that silly box. Another one is my Ascended Masters, and if you guys have seen my personal channel, I have a great connection with these, and they speak true to me every time. So, and here I have, in this little pouch here, I have a little triquetra plate, which I love the triquetra. I'm absolutely obsessed. So I have that, and then I have these little slots for quartz crystals. And these quartz crystal points, since I can't have candles in the desert for obvious reasons, tents or even trailer rooms the size of a small closet, these will take place of my candles. And this is actually going to be my God candle, or my God crystal, I'm sorry. And I have ones for the elements, and the elements I'm actually going to take an etcher, and I'm going to etch into the center of them which element they're representing, so I can actually learn the elemental symbols as well. And so I made this little pouch for them all to go in, so they don't get lost. Another one is my bell, which also has a triquetra on there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, and that one goes in there. And the last thing to actually go into my box is my altar cloth, which is my sacred space, which is kind of like how Annie has hers, and she visualizes it as her sacred space. And because I've actually cleansed this, and I made a video of the cleansing on my personal channel, so you guys can go ahead there and watch that. But this is like my traveling altar itself. This is the stuff that everything goes on to. So, and even though everything isn't neatly in my little box here, it's all kind of in there. So, but yeah, I'll get it all organized later, I'm sure. But outside of my box, there are two major things, actually three major things that I'm going to have with me. And this one's not a definite, this one's kind of a maybe, because of it being made of wood and clay. It's my wand, of course. I'm actually thinking of making one out of metal, since I work with metal at work, and then taking a quartz crystal point that I have laying around and using that as the point for that. It would be a cool project. I'd really enjoy it, so I might end up doing that. Another one is my new traveling Book of Shadows, and I just bought this maybe a couple months ago. I actually started writing, and I wanted to get everything organized before I put it in there. So I've started writing in it a little bit, so that'll go with me, and that'll probably be full before I even get back here home in Wichita. And I'm going to take some of my my books and everything with me, a couple, not like a whole bunch, but all the rest can be downloaded as ebooks on my iPad, which, ta-da, yeah. These things are great because it's an e-reader. You can get your internet and everything on it, and you can read books everywhere, and it has a lifespan of like 10 hours or something like that. But yeah, I'll take that with me. That way people aren't, for one, looking over my shoulder saying, oh, what are you reading? Or looking at the cover trying to figure out what the heck I'm reading. That's awesome for that. And if I can't find the book on one of the 3 e-reader sites, excuse me, if I can't find the book on one of the 3 e-reader sites and I really, really want it, then I'll go ahead and bring the paper copy that I have. But otherwise, I'm going to take and leave the paper copy at home and take my iPad with me. That way it lessens down on the luggage. But that's pretty much all that I have. By the way, this little table here is probably, I'd say, what, 2 feet, 2.5 feet? That's probably all the space I'm going to have to be able to set up my altar. So everything in here, it's easy to fit in that little tiny box, and it will all fit in a wall locker and be nice for me to have everything set up at all times if I choose to. Or I can take it down and then set it up whenever I want to perform ritual, or whenever I just want to sit there and meditate. So I think that's all I have to say. I know this video is freakishly long, and I have to stop it, or else Cara will be mad because she hates long videos. So, sorry that the video is long, Cara. Whatever. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Till next time, may your ancestors be with you. Bye. And for those of you who do not watch my personal channel, here's my new co-star,